What civilization is turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Obviously, the Koreans. Jokes are getting worse. Alright, I think we're actually recording. Really sorry about the super quiet recording. I'm actually like yelling at the mic now on purpose, which is how I always start the video, and then I just get quiet. But this is a game I played a while back ago, but I needed to record it because Drunken Wookie did a great job. I don't even remember this game. I'm actually excited now because I like watching games. I don't quite remember what happened. I just remember it was a good game. So we have Drunken Wookie. I was the Mayans in green. Synergy, sorry, not Drunken Empires. And he's the Italians. Italians is a civ I'm still learning how to play. A little tricky. It's one of those, it's kind of like the, I guess the Turks. Like where you got a couple really good units. The trash isn't there. Don't get good scouts. Only get the pikemen line. I think their skirmisher is actually pretty good though. But I feel like every time I'm Italians, I'm always doing something like mass skirmishers with the Genoese crossbowmen. Do I have the right civ? Italians and who do I get mixed up? Portuguese, okay. I don't know why. They don't even start with the same letter. I guess their build is similar. Blue. Mr. Blue. I'm not sure what rank these guys were. So he's the Portuguese. Speaking of the Portuguese. So they get the organ gun. Which I'm still trying to figure that one out too. Because when I use it against infantry, it does well, but it's not as good as I want it to be. I want it to be like plowing guys down. And it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know. It's not like a scorpion, but I don't know. But they get some cool bonuses. I think all their gold units are slightly less. It's not enough to make a big deal. You know all this stuff. I think they get free or what is it? Ballistics affect their lost a villager. Not sure what kind of boar lore this was. It probably was a bad lore. And the villager got taken down. He just took it at a distance, which is also a problem because he doesn't have enough villagers on there. So you're not getting enough meat from it because you got a lot of wasted time walking back and forth. You could probably get an extra 50 meat out of there if it was underneath there and you had like 2 or more villagers on it. But losing a villager while luring is just never a good situation. Now here, this may be too much. Takes him a while to get around it. But with this amount of villagers, he's going to get a ton of food from this. I forget who did the video, but it's pretty much like there's always another villager that's invisible there, hacking away at your boar. So the more you got around the boar, the less that villager that doesn't exist is going to get. Because you got your decay rate. Here we go, making up for it. Obviously, you don't want to be taking the sheep and the boar at the same time, but see how I just put those 3 right on there. Get a few extra food. It matters, you know, because sometimes you need 10 food to go up, right? 20 food to go up, and you're offshore. You got to do some quick trading. Maybe you don't got to mark it up. Every little bit counts. Speed this up. What we got here, by the way? Goths. Oh, yeah, I remember this game now. I remember yeah, you can see what's going to happen right here. Mayans versus the Goths. I don't know why, but those two, you just always feel bad for the Mayans because they can't even get the champion. First off, they don't have any heavy cavalry, and the archers are just not going to do anything against the Huskarl, so you're not looking at a lot of options. I tried something different. we'll see what we shall see about that. I still don't know how I feel about it. Maybe now that I see it differently, we'll see how that goes. Is that a second berry bush? Looks like it is. So that's not bad for him at all. Got the deer patch right on another berry bush. Pretty slick. Looks like I had a boar out here, so I just took him with the deer. That also works. I'm not sure Red had anything out here. Maybe he got it already. Or maybe it was inside. Oh, it looks like his deer are in the back of his base. Even better if they're in your base, because then you can use that mill later. It's not like anyone wants farms out on the front. This works out well for blue. Look how he did this. 2 gold piles in here. All that extra space, you know, that's a lot of good space for farming. This is really close here. They could easily wall this off, have extra space in the back, where we got a good distance to close to secure those gold piles. So we blew up to castle. I'm up to castle. We are both doing the exact same thing, castle dropping. Wookie trying to get up a wall here, but it's going to be late. He spotted it. Looks like he's got wall, except for the only place he really needed it. But a couple careless deaths there. My thought was I'm gonna have no chance against the Goths here, so I need to get in his base. But then I'm seeing Wookie over here, and I'm like, I can't let him die. Always get myself into these situations. And Red does a really great job. Stone helping him out there on the left, just blocking me off. And I got archers, so what am I gonna do, right? Yeah, if you didn't know this, castles do really well against walls. They're annoying, like you gotta keep them on task, like you can tell there it stopped attacking. Like no damn reason, it'll just stop. But you can see how well that's just crushing it. We're on fast speed, but let's slow it down, let's slow it down. Put it back to normal here. I'm like, it's really crushing it. Should be crushing that much. It's like I don't got much to help him here. He's got a secondary wall, really holding out. Looks like he's a booming. What is he doing? I think he was late to castle for some reason. I can't remember why. But Blue's only got 2 as well. And I think I am really sucking this game. My eco just poor, very poor. They got the score lead, but not by much. What's good about the organ guns is they can take some damage. Some good armor on there. It looks like I decided to maybe try and hit blue. Because I guess I could have gotten in the gate here and helped him out. And you can see the slippery slope here, you know, because I'm letting the Goth player go, and I don't want to be letting the Goth player go. But he's only getting his second town center up now, so I'm not feeling too bad. I should have had 3 up by now. I don't know what I'm doing. The food, I think I'm low on food. Good a few nights, crushing that. I do this in a lot of games. It's like an overcompensation. It's like you're so afraid about the gold on the map. It's like, oh, I gotta soak this up, you know, I'm gonna be out of gold. Always worried about running out of gold. So I'm like sending all these villagers trying to grab this gold on the front. But I mean, if you don't have the food to supplement that and build more town centers and get out there, you're gonna be in trouble. Sometimes I'm worrying too much about something I shouldn't be worrying about. So probably right there. Should have kept the knights under the town center. Never take a fight you can't win. Because now he's probably got more rams coming in. Now he's only got one knight. I know I'm being a great help over here. That was sarcastic. There we go, there we go. Speed up a little bit. Still, what am I on here? Come on, get another town center up, Nate. I think Wookie's got 3, doesn't he? No. It took me way too long to get in there. Couple eagles would have helped me crush that house a lot faster. I mean, I got the gold for it. Look at my gold. My goodness sakes. I mean, it's almost at the point I would trade it, but I'm just like, you never trade gold. He's got the bloodlines and the armor, so both good choices. You can tell I'm just so worried about the gold. I'm grabbing relics. Castle's gonna go down. When you have plumbed archers, you know, you can't do much here. But never a bad idea. Throw your villagers in there. They get some sort of attack bonus, I think, on siege. What, 6+2? I'm doing 1 hit point. And I'm a little distracted here, but at least I'm forcing him to build a castle in his base. Ooh, very close. But I'm just... We're losing a lot of guys here, though. Finally. That castle barely made it. Looks like I could have got back in that wood line. Maybe. It probably would have been in town center range. Speed this back up again. Yep. Wasted away. Did a little damage. A little distraction. Sometimes I've said this before, it's not really about breaking even, it's about distraction-wise. Like when, I've learned this more lately, because I've been on the receiving end of it. Like, throwing scouts into the eco may not be worth it. You may not get, like, kill-wise, you may not get enough to balance out what you've lost. But it's that distraction, it's that annoying. He's got to ring the bell, he's got to retask villagers, he's trying to focus on your base. Just remember, he's not a computer. He's gotta move around. He's gotta think. So when I say don't take a fight you can't win, not always true. Not always true. Big battles, but raiding, different thing. Now, don't let your scouts aimlessly go to death, you know. I want to face hordes of pikemen, you know. Hit and run, hit and run. Make him ring the bell. As soon as he rings, it's like, let's get out of there. I'll hang around for a little bit, run around. If you're fighting multiple people, scouts are good. You can hit one guy, and then hit another one. And sometimes they just forget completely about the town center, and they'd be like, ah, they've been sitting here idle for forever, just from getting them to ring it once. So they're really pulling ahead score-wise now. Luckily, Wookie's got a castle up in his base. Looks like he's expanding out to the right slightly, but still running on 2 town centers, which is better than me, because I'm only on 2 as well. And I have no excuses. I have more gold than I should. And you know, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Nate, you're really setting yourself up for failure here. Saving those knights. He's going for them. Good exchange here. Profitable. I think our original plan was knights and archers, because then I could pretty decently counter blue. But when you think Italians, you don't think knights. So we're definitely breaking the meta in this game for sure. And this is not even the beginning of it. Red's a little hurt right now. Looks like he's trying to build up to get. Let's see where he's at. Bitches be crazy. Lots of resources. It looks like he just spent it going up to Imperial. He's smarter than me. I figured he was going Imperial, so I was trying to hit this town center to cut that off. It's always great when you stop Castle Age or Imperial Age, you know, like a Persian douche. Taking that town center down, because that's a bunch of wasted time. That's when a Persian douche is actually quite successful. No! Ooh. Surprised you didn't get all 3. I hate when you do that. Put him under a castle and they're just getting picked off. He's actually decently hurt right now. Got a lot of people just sitting in the town center. And blue had to come over and help. So we actually, yeah, we took it. We took the lead now, just because red's getting hurt so much. So that was an impressive swing there. But red is almost Imperial, and that's going to change the scores, and they're probably going to take the lead again. Blue overall is still much stronger than either of us. And he's got this goal he's sitting on the front. Looks like I've stopped taking those resources. Both of them are up to Imperial, so they just switched over. That's why their scores were lower. Looks like blue just slung a little food because he wants them to get those Huskarls out. Look at that. Using monks against me. Don't you know I'm the monk, man? I converted him back. I love that. I love double conversions. I don't know why. They tickle me. It's like, no, you don't. I convert things around here and just convert them right back. I'm the kind of guy who'll like let units run around just to give like my monks a chance to convert them. It's like I'm not always trying to get kills. It's better for me to convert a unit and use it against you than it is just to kill it. So if you convert a bunch of my archers, you know, those are my men. You know, I feel bad shooting them, so I'm just gonna try to convert them and use them again. We're sticking it out here in Castle right now. Let's see. Am I going up? I'm almost up. Wookie is just starting, so we're way behind the 8 ball here, and blue's really taking off in score, and this is just devastating. Several monks, 6, 7, 8 monks maybe, group of archers. The knights were slightly out of position, but still I don't think that would have changed. He's getting some conversions there. Yeah, probably might have. We might even be able to swing that. Because that was a big army of monks there, and the knights were just completely out of organization there. They should have been on the front line. So how everything's situated really matters, because then those knights front on the knights fighting on the front with 8 monks there constantly healing. I mean, they can take so many more units that way. Because that wasn't a huge army right there. We should have been able to hold that. Probably my fault. I probably could have moved those guys back a little bit more. We were getting a little greedy fighting up there. There was really no reason to be up that far. I probably should have started pulling back, knowing that the Huskarls were coming. But what are you going to do? We just switched to the front again. I don't know why, because they just killed a lot. And they're not even full Huskarls yet, so these guys are about to be beefy. Probably getting that upgrade soon. Let's check it out. Bitches be crazy. Getting Treb out. Good idea. He wants this gold. He wants that stone back. He needs another. He doesn't really need castles because he can make them from. Yeah, he's just making them from his barracks, which I find annoying. I wish they would fix that. Like, the units from the barracks, the Huskarl is different from the one from the castle, and if you double click one, it only selects the ones from the barracks. Vice versa for the castle. So you have to set them as control groups, which is hard. Like when you want to pick them out, if they're massed up with pikemen like they usually are, like a conglomerate forest. Sometimes you've got the champions going there too, and it's just annoying. So much walling here, but it's doing the trick. I'm really proud of Wookie this game. He's finally up to Imperial. His score is doing so much better than mine. He's just out ecoing me. 3 town centers. I mean, am I still on 2? I'm still on 2. It's just I don't even know. All right, no, there's 3. There's 3. How many relics did I grab here? 4 relics. Castle's down. He's trebbed it down, and we're not dealing with fully upgraded yet. But I'm just not ready. I got a chance to get a good shot at it. Yep, here's breaking the meta here. I just the only thing I can think of to do at this point. And I had a lot of gold, and I'm making conditeros, whatever they are, because I got the Italian ally. Condotero, that's what it is. Just because I didn't feel like upgrading, and I only get 2-handed swordsmen, so very lucky in that instance. Just kind of as like a last-ditch effort. I mean, it's not something you really see from the Mayans. Yellow doing a good job. Almost had it. Ridiculous. Missed a big battle over here. I think it's also strange that you're seeing the Italians use Cavalier. We're just not following any order, because every time I play the Italians, I'm all archers. I got that heavy castle unit. I got lots of skirmishers. And it's like, what are we doing? Do we know what we're doing? Probably not. I don't know, but we're doing our best. The score keeps switching. And like I said, they've started to fill this middle in. It's like blue's getting some good eco go. They're no trouble. They're not any worry about running out of gold. Maybe red is. If anything, I think red is. And he's getting the champions up and going. Getting the Huskarls up and going. 8+2 now. 10 pierce armor. Scorpions still do, I'm assuming 6 damage. pierce armor here, not too much. At least they get a little bonus. They got their shield. We'll have to compare. No, looks like the pierce armor is about the same. We'll see once I get all my upgrades. Really try to make this castle fall. Finally got it. Combined effort here, but and we even saved a little bit of gold. Hole in the wall. Blatant hole in the wall. No excuse for that one. And you know, if they were just in place, you know. I've been trying to get better at doing traps. My buddy Steve uses a lot of traps. Like he'll leave a hole in the wall on purpose, so you funnel in just like that in box formation. Then there's like all these scorpions waiting right there. Bam! You know, like a couple good shots, they're all down. Even if your Huskarls are gonna go down. And I'm ringing the bell here. You know, I'm trying to keep a castle alive. My units are slow. 4 + 1. That's not bad. I wonder if that's is that all my armor? What are we looking at here? Yeah, so he only gets 3. So I got some extra pierce armor. 3 + 1. I think they also do good against. I got a little extra melee, that's cool. A little extra melee armor on the Conquerors. I'm assuming I have all the upgrades. 3 + 1. He's only got 2, right? Yeah. That's pretty decent. Pretty decent right there. They're expensive though. They're a lot of gold. But you do what you gotta do. And at this point, I got. Well, not a lot of gold. Been buying a lot of heavy scorpions. Not doing good this game, folks. Not doing good. It's never a good idea to face off against the Goths as the Mayans. I feel like that's just not. It's not a fair matchup. You gotta end it early. My head was in the right place, but just didn't carry it out. A little extra health too. So probably overall, I'd probably take a two-handed swordsman now, but a champion. Champion's probably gonna win. Maybe it doesn't. Well, Goss missed the last armor upgrade. But it doesn't even matter, it's their cheapness that counts. But surprisingly, this unit, if I get it fully upgraded, is not a bad unit whatsoever. You know, I'm actually gonna pause for a second, check the price on that. Are they in the bracket? I guess they're not in the bracket. Probably gotta go to Italians, I guess, right? Condotero. 35 gold. It's not horrible. I was thinking it was more than that. So what is that? They got plus 10 attack versus gunpowder, so it's like it's like 2 slashes that they're down. It's pretty good. A little fast too, a nice speed. And decent creation time. Kinda a bit like the Shotel Warrior. Yeah, no, I don't learn lessons. I don't wall back up again. Look at me, I'm just like standing like, oh my god. Ah. Nothing's even there. I got like 1 scorpion to. It's not even positioned right. Yeah, that shit. Actually got some good shots in on it. So I got some raiding in, very nice. We got a decent hussar. No, I was wrong. I thought they didn't get good light cavalry, but they do. I think that was a change. That was definitely a change, and the Forgottens they didn't get hussar. But we have the relics, so we're trying to, instead of spending gold on trade cards, we're trying to spend it on battle. These guys are really taking some hits here, though, even though, you know, they're really not doing that much damage. It really negates that 10 attack. These are a wonderful choice, though, against those cannons, it looks like. So Oregon guns are expensive. They got some good armor, but... Let's see how they battle out here. I think they do decent against each other. It's a cool looking unit too. Alright, I got him fully upgraded now. So that little extra armor helps, I'm sure. At this point, because blue is still doing very good, we decide to try to take him down here. But no upgrades. He's been going Oregon gun all day, and now he's trying to switch. But he has to. But. And like that was just perfect. That worked out perfect because he had all those guys there. And they just got crushed by my infantry. Because he probably would have lost a decent amount of cavalry there. That wasn't enough to stop him. It would be as big of a force for sure. Oh, but this is going down, isn't it? Caught me with my pants down. Not the first time today I've been caught with my pants down. And I think the Huskarls is taking this fight. I got the armor, but he's got the attack on me. I'm dealing 14 damage. He's dealing 14 damage too. Looks like he's missing an upgrade. I think technically Condotero should win against a Huskarl. That's amazing me. It's perplexing. I didn't know these guys were this beefy. But they do pretty good. A little pricey, but not bad. They're taking some good arrow fire here too. That extra little pierce armor helps. 5 pierce armor. Red's taking the front. And I got most of the gold already, got most of his stone already, got this other gold in the north, so he's hurting. He's got to rely on trade, and blue's just getting bulldozed here. And he's trying to help now, but it's too late. So if he had swung into blue's base to help him out, probably been a better choice. I'm making a lot of gold now. Just making spearmen. Just trying to hold the line. There we go. Now it's not. Now it's not as pathetic. Very good combination though. With the 4 melee armor too, especially with unupgraded halberdiers. You got 4 melee armor. That means they're only doing 2 damage. You have to unit with 80 health. Not bad, because Hussar's only got 10 extra health. So awesome game. I thought it was cool. Let me know what you think. Let's look at the stats. I know my eco probably sucks, but look at that gold. It helps. It helps. Just never got them out there. Never got the villagers out there. I always struggle on arena. I feel cramped. I feel like I don't have enough space. Nowhere to boom. Pathetic. Wookie doing really good. What do you, how many villages? 120? Not the most, but good. And we're 3.
That's
5
me in the
behind.
corner.